Hi, we're Yvonne and Jeremy. We got married last year, and now we're exploring the US full time. In our last video, we took a trip up north and spent 24 hours exploring Theodore Roosevelt National Park, its landforms, and its wildlife. Today, we begin our time exploring South Dakota with our first stop at Badlands National Park, just an hour southeast of Rapid City. Good morning, everyone. Today we've stopped by the small little town of Wall, where there's the famous wall drug in South Dakota. They've definitely made this a tourist attraction. It's very touristy. They used free ice water to lure travelers who are on their way west to make a stop here. And apparently back in those days, free ice water was very attractive because there wasn't air conditioning in vehicles and it could get really, really hot.
Trying out Roberts 5-cent coffee. It's 5-cent quality coffee. Let's just say you get what you pay for. After spending some time at Roberts, we've driven about 20 minutes and now we've arrived at Badlands. So at this national park, you can technically go off trail and basically go anywhere you want. So you're not restricted to the boardwalk area. I love this that you just have the freedom to roam anywhere you want here.
These landforms are actually in dry areas that are eroded with clay-like substances too, and actually they get infrequent but heavy rain, so the heavy raindrops actually break off pieces and particles of the rock and make them fall to create these very interesting looking landforms. So on the Door Trail, you're able to go past the boardwalks onto the Badland formations. There's a series of yellow posts that you can follow all the way to this end of the trail, and you get to just be in the middle of the Badlands. There really only were a handful of people along the way, so it's a nice way to enjoy some solitude.
So right now we're going on the Notch Trail. It's been pretty windy here today, but it's a very beautiful and sunny day.
Alright, so the Notch Trail is actually a very short trail. There is a part with ladder steps that you have to get up, and it might be slightly nerve-wracking for someone that doesn't have great coordination and balance, but ultimately it's pretty easy to get up to the top, and then there's just a few areas where you have to be careful because there are some drop-offs and some dangerous cliffs. But if you do look out for where you're going and pay attention to the signs and the marked poles, you'll be just fine. And then in the end, you're rewarded with a just stunning view.
Right now we're driving on the Scenic highway, and along this highway there are different pull-out spots, different lookout points that you can stop and take a look and just take in all the views. And actually something that we've really enjoyed as we're driving on this highway is keeping an eye out for wildlife, because apparently wildlife like to roam around these places that we can stop by, and sometimes they cross the road too. So that's something that we've been enjoying, just keeping an eye out for wildlife, for just how the land changes as we drive deeper and deeper into the park.
One thing to keep in mind is there are far too many overlooks or pullouts for you to do in a single day, so you might pick and choose between some of them because some of them are definitely more interesting and compelling than others. Spending an afternoon looking at prairie dogs and bison and enjoying these overlooks and landscapes, we've arrived at our sunset location, which is the Pinnacles Overlook, where you just have sweeping views over the Badlands, dramatic and panoramic views.
It is down.